Good evening, folks. It's your bro, Rich here. Today in this video, I'm back with another car explanation video for y'all. Today in this video, I'll be talking to y'all about the next vehicle. Now, this one is a bit of a special one because this one's actually a pickup truck. So this one's actually a pickup truck. This is pretty cool. Drinking water, it's important to stay hydrated, even in the dreaded heat of the summer. So no longer drinking beer and whatnot, because it just kills me. Not necessarily, but just has this kind of, like, negative effect, you know. I mean, I'm fine drinking beer, but not too much, though, otherwise I'll have, like, I will just literally have, like, issues. When I say issues, I mean, like, you know, starting to feel, like, get, like, this kind of sick feeling inside, because I can't really cope with with that amount of alcohol. I mean, I could, like, only one bottle was fine, was good enough, but more than that, no. It depends on, like, how I would, like, properly drink, like, alcohol in general. It depends. Like, even if I go out, it depends on how much I really drink. If I can, I can. If I can't, I just won't be able to, you know? It's just how it is. Because, like I said, I can't cope with that amount of alcohol I consume. So, yep, it's a bit of an issue, but still. I can only handle one bottle, like one glass of alcohol, and that's just it. For example, Corona. That's the main one I always drink. Maybe many people say that Corona's just not really a good beer. I'll admit, it does have a bit of tequila into it, but I mean, Budweiser's pretty cool. San Miguel, just top notch, just perfect, brilliant. Foster's, no, hell no. I tried Foster's before. It was crap. Like literally, it was crap. But anyways, I got a bit too carried away there, but whatever. So, anyway, so today in this video, I'll be talking to you about one of the greatest all-American pickup trucks. And before you all go nuts and tell me your answers, no, it's not a Chevy. No, neither is it a Dodge. No, it's not a Chevy, or Dodge, or a Ford. No, nothing like that. No. Something a little bit different. Many of you might have heard of this car, many of you might not, but I'll just tell you anyway. So today in this video, I'll be talking to you all about the mighty GMC Syclone. It's basically the word cyclone, but without the C, it's replaced with an S at the start of the word. I know that kind of sounds odd, but it just kind of sounds the same, just with the different letters. They replaced the third with the with the 19th letter. So if you've ever done alphabets and you like literally just numbered them in order, you probably know what I'm talking about. So they replaced the C with an S in the word cyclone. I know it kind of sounds odd, but well, that's how they did it. So yeah, so today I'll be talking to you all about the mighty GMC Syclone. And so yeah, before I get started, make sure you all make sure you all like the video, subscribe. Like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell and hit all so you literally don't want to make brand new uploads. Alright, so it's over 5 minutes, so without any further ado, let's begin. So the mighty GMC Syclone. Say GMC Syclone. Say GMC Syclone. Here we go. So the GMC Cyclones so the GMC Cyclones high performance version says the GMC Cyclones a high performance version a high performance version a high performance version of the GMC Sonoma pickup truck. Say GMC Sonoma pickup truck. Say GMC Sonoma pickup truck. Production in so produced in 1991. So produced in 1991 by GMC. So produced in 1991 by GMC along with PAS or Pass Production Automotive Services. So Production Automotive Services. The same company credited with building the 1989 said 1989 Pontiac Turbo Trans Am. Said Pontiac Turbo Trans Am. The Cyclone was the fastest production truck. So the Cyclone was the fastest production truck for 1991. Following the Cyclone's production, following the Cyclone's production, the similarly powered 9293 GMC Typhoon SUV was based on the GMC Jimmy platform. So GMC Jimmy platform. Also following the Cyclone, the 92 GMC Sonoma GT truck was offered as a sports pack with the looks of a Cyclone, but without both the price and performance of its turbocharged predecessor or predecessor, whatever the heck you want to call it. only 806 Sonoma GTs were produced. Overviews next, so let's do it. So manufacture. Overviews next, so let's do it. So overviews next, so let's do it. So manufacturer is by GMC and General Motors and PAS Production Automotive Services. Production was between 1991 to 1992. In 1991, they produced 2,995, and they produced 3 in 1992. Designers are both Kim Nielsen and William Davis. Body and chassis next. The layout is front engine, all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, whatever the heck you want to call it. When I think of four-wheel drive, I think of off-road vehicles. I always say all-wheel drive because it's just technically the same thing anyways. Like, what's the difference? I mean, yeah, sure, the four-wheel drive does have, like, high and low range onto it and locking differentials, but all-wheel drive doesn't have that, which is just much better. So it doesn't create too much confusion for that. Because if you had a four-wheel drive car, you would literally get confused of which is the gear shifter and which is to literally sort out locking differentials, but it's a all-wheel drive and whatnot. Well, four-wheel drive in this case. So I just go with all-wheel drive because it's just much more simpler and much more complex and easier to maintain than just four-wheel drive nonsense. I'm just saying, that's all. We all have our differences what we like. Four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive doesn't really matter. But all-wheel drive is just a better and more proper way to go. Anyways, say body and chassis next. So body and chassis next. So let's do it. So the layout. So ugh, I can't even talk. My God, sorry, I'm just so tired right now. Been busy all day, burning like hell. Literally, like my face was completely red, like completely red. I was like on fire. I was like a, I was like a red, I was like a burning hot red pepper, like boiling in heat, like burning on fire, sweating all over. It's because I've been working. That's the thing. But anyways, body and chassis next. So the layout is front engine all-wheel drive. So front engine all-wheel drive. So the body and chassis next. So the layout is front engine all-wheel drive. It's related to the GMC type. It's related to these few cars. So starting off with the first three GMCs. So we got the Typhoon, Sonoma GT, and the Jimmy slash Chevy S10 Blazer, and the GMC Sonoma slash Chevy S10, and Oldsmobile Bravada. Say Bravada. Powertrain is next. So the engine, this one's pretty cool. This engine's pretty sick. Just pretty cool. Awesome. The engine is the mighty LB4. So a 4.3 liter turbocharged. So it's a 4.3 liter turbocharged, turbocharged LB4 V6 motor. Pretty cool. Transmission was a 4L60, so 4L60, a 4-speed automatic. Say a 4-speed automatic. Excuse me, a 4-speed automatic. Can't give it with a manual even if you wanted to, but only with automatic. I mean, it's pretty useful anyway. I mean, like, it's not like you're just driving crazy with manuals always. Just like go for a relaxing cruise, with automatics, and they do keep RPMs low and they do save fuel, which is quite useful. So you don't have to spend tons of cash, hundreds of dollars or whatever on fuel because they just cost so much. That's the real money killer. Spending a lot, on fuel. Depending on how big the fuel tank is in any car, it also depends on how much it'll take out from your wallet. In other words, it will also depend on how much it would cost to fill up the car, which is just a real, a real money killer. Literally, it's just crazy. My advice is my recommendation for cars, if you're willing to get more fuel for the car, get something that is much more economical and much cheaper so you won't have to spend tons of money on literally on your car at all. Or get something with the least amount of fuel. That way you just save up a bunch of money anyways. I don't know the difference, but whatever. So yeah, backside powertrain. So the engine is the mighty LB4, a 4.3 liter turbocharged, so single turbocharged V6. Transmission was a 4L60, a 4-speed automatic. Dimensions is next. Wheelbase 2751 millimeters, 108.3 inches in wheelbase. Length 45. So sorry, dimensions. Wheelbase 2700 and say 2700 and 51. So 2751 millimeters. So 2751 millimeters. 108.3 inches in wheelbase dimensions. length 4,585 millimeters. So 4,585 millimeters, 180.5 inches in length. Width 1732 millimeters, 68.2 inches. Height 1524 millimeters, approximately dead on at 60 inches. Curb weight, curb weight 30, curb weight 3,521 pounds, which is 1,597, well, almost 1,600 kilos. If you add it up, I mean, 3 kilo difference from that, but oh well. It's not that bad, but oh well. Anyways, so what is this? So the GMC Syclone's a high performance. So the GMC Syclone's a high performance version. So the GMC Syclone's a high performance version. high, so, sorry, excuse me. High performance version of the GMC Sonoma pickup truck. Pickup truck produced in 1991. So produced in 1991 by GMC along with PAS Production Automotive Services. So Production Automotive Services, the same excuse me, the same company credited with building the 1989 Pontiac Turbo Trans Am. The Syclone was the fastest production. The Syclone was the fastest production truck. So the Syclone was the fastest production. Excuse me. The Syclone was the fastest production truck. So the Syclone was the fastest production truck. Was the fastest production truck for 1991. Following the Syclone's production, the similarly powered 9293 GMC Typhoon SUV was based on the GMC Jimmy platform. Also following the Syclone, the 92 GMC Sonoma GT truck was offered as a sports pack with the looks of a Syclone, but without both the price and performance of its turbo predecessor. Only 806 Sonoma Sonoma GTs were produced. Next is production run. The GMC, so the Syclone, Typhoon, and Sonoma GT were built by both GMC and GMC and PAS, Production Automotive Services, Production Automotive Services of Troy, Oakland County, Michigan, 15 miles north of downtown Detroit. So 15 miles north of downtown. 15 miles north of downtown. Excuse me. 15 miles north of downtown Detroit. So north of downtown Detroit. So the Syclone, Typhoon, and Sonoma GT were. So the Syclone, Typhoon, and Sonoma GT were built by both GMC and GMC and PAS, Production Automotive Services of the city of Troy, Oakland County, Michigan, and sold through dealerships. At the time it was introduced, the Cyclone was the fastest. At the time it was introduced, the Cyclone was the fastest stock pickup truck being produced in the world. Auto auto ma- auto maga- auto I can't even talk. Auto magazines compared its acceleration favorably to a variety of sports cars, including the Corvette, and in a memorable comparison test in Car and Driver magazine, a Ferrari a Ferrari Ferrari 348 TS. The Cyclone features a turbocharged 4.3-liter V6, say a 4.4 say a 4.3-liter single turbo, say a 4.3-liter turbocharged V6 motor, say a 4.3-liter turbocharged V6 with an automatic gearbox, say with an automatic, and an all-wheel drive line, and four-wheel anti-lock brakes. Both the Cyclone and Turbo, both the Cyclone and Typhoon trucks feature a Mitsubishi TD TD06, so TD06 17C 8 centimeter squared turbo, say a turbocharger, and a Garrett um water to air water slash air intercooler, say intercooler, attached attached to a attached to a attached to it to a 4.3 liter LB4 to a 4.3 liter LB4 V6, featuring upgrades that included hybrid Texas pistons, nodular or modular iron main caps, upgraded head gaskets, intake manifolds, exhaust manifolds, and a 48 millimeter twin bore throttle body from the 5.7 liter 350 Chevy small block V8 motors. So V8s. All Cyclones and Typhoons used the four speed, so four speed, 4L60 automatic, a Borg Warner, say a Borg Warner 40 a Borg Warner 4472 all-wheel drive system, say all-wheel drive transfer case splits torque, say a Borg Warner 4472 all-wheel drive transfer, a Borg Warner 4472 all-wheel drive transfer case, a Borg Warner 4472 all-wheel drive transfer case splits the torque, so splits torque with 35% of power going to the front and 65% to the rear. Both trucks featured sport mods to the standard suspension. The Cyclone was the first production truck. So the Cyclone was the first production truck The Cyclone was the first production truck to receive a four-wheel anti-lock braking system. So four-wheel ABS system. With this motor, the Cyclone produces 200. With this motor, the Cyclone produces 200. The Cyclone produces 280 horsepower and 350 pound-feet, 400 475 newton meters of torque. Which is pretty good. So 350 pound-feet, 350 pound-feet, 475 newton meters of torque. The Cyclone, when it was new, was capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds, and could do a quarter mile. And could do a quarter mile. So a quarter mile run in 13.4 seconds. That's at 98 miles an hour. So 98 miles an hour, almost 100 miles an hour, according to Car and Driver's comparison test. Both the Cyclone and Typhoon's gauge cluster is the same one as used in the Pontiac Sunbird Turbo, which was discontinued in 1990, a year before the Cyclone was introduced. So both the Cyclone and Typhoon's gauge. So both the Cyclone and Typhoon's gauge cluster is the same one as used in the. Both the Cyclone and Typhoon's gauge cluster is the same one as used in the Pontiac Sunbird Turbo, which was discontinued in 1990, a year before the Cyclone was even introduced. The 91 Cyclone was only available in black. Only available in black for the upcoming 1992 production. A wider range of colors was to be offered. However, the Cyclone was cancelled. However, the Cyclone was cancelled before full production could even begin. In total, 2,998, or just right up, 3,000 Cyclones were built. So in total, 3,000, in total 3,000 Cyclones were built. Out of the 3,000, only three were built. Only three were built in 1992. The first 90. Can't even talk. Hold on. Anyway. Anyway. There we go. So, the 91 Cyclone was only available in black for the upcoming 92 production. For the upcoming 1990 excuse me. For the upcoming 1992 production, a wider range of colors was to be offered. However, the Cyclone was cancelled before full production. Before full production could begin. In total, 2,998 Cyclones were built. Well, 3,000 technically. Out of the 3,000, only three were built. the first 92 Cyclone was used for for DOT. So the United States, so the U.S. Department of Transportation crash testing. So Department of Transportation crash testing. So crash testing, while the remaining two are are privately owned. Next we got is the Saudi cyclone. So the Saudi cyclone. So this should be interesting. So during the 91 91 cyclone production. So during the 91 cyclone production, roughly 150 cyclones were officially exported by GMC. So by GMC. Out of the 150 trucks, there were an estimated there were an estimated there were an estimated 113 destined for resale in the middle so destined for resale in the Middle East, and were modified with a metric dash cluster leaded fuel chip, and a resonator in place of the catalytic converter. These 113 trucks were shipped to Saudi Arabia. Were shipped to Saudi were shipped to Saudi Arabia. Were shipped to Saudi Arabia to be sold as export sales. These 113 trucks were known as the Saudi as the Saudi Saudi cyclones. So were known as the Saudi cyclones. So were known as the Saudi cyclones. Not all of the exported Saudi Saudi cyclones. So not all of the exported Saudi cyclones were sold immediately overseas. Out of the 113 Saudi cyclones, 31 trucks remained unsold and were eventually brought back to the US. Rather than selling the 31 trucks to the public, so rather than selling the 31 trucks to the public, GMC set up a lottery where employees could enter their name to be drawn to have the chance at purchasing a Saudi cyclone. So GMC, rather than selling the 31 trucks to the public, GMC set up a lottery where employees GMC set up a lottery where employees could enter their name. So GMC set up a lottery where employees could enter their name. So where employees could enter their name to be drawn to have the chance at purchasing a Saudi cyclone at a significantly reduced price of $12,500. So $12,500, which is pretty cool actually, and had to take delivery through a dealership. It's alleged that not many employees knew of the lottery So it's alleged that not many employees knew of the lottery to purchase one of the Saudi to purchase one of the Saudi cyclones. So one of the Saudi cyclones. So almost everyone who enters got the chance to buy one, which upset a lot of GM employees in various other divisions. So in various other divisions who felt they missed out. I mean, like it happens always. I mean, sometimes people get a chance at something, other people just miss their chance at it, even if they could try to get it. I mean, things happen, not just with cars, but also in life, you know. That's how we live by. I mean, we go through it, we live by it, and just redo it all again, like just make things better. But it's just how we are, really. I mean, we can't change it we can't change it, even if we wanted to. It just doesn't really work that way, even if we could. But I mean, it's for the best anyway. I mean, even if it's painful to like to get used to it. I mean, things happen like this. I mean, it happens to all of us. Anyway, so it's alleged that not many. It's alleged that not many. It's alleged. It's alleged that not many. It's alleged that not many employ. It's alleged that not many. It's alleged that not many employees. That not many employees. So not many employees knew of the lottery to purchase to purchase one of the Saudi cyclones. Excuse me. So almost everyone who entered um got got the chance to buy got so almost everyone who entered got a chance to buy one. So got the chance to buy one, which upset a lot of GM employees in various other divisions who felt they missed out. The remaining 69 roundups like the remaining 70 trucks. The remaining 70 trucks were distributed throughout Europe. For sale were a small for sale were a small number were a small nu- for sale where a small number ended up in a German compound for some time. GMC, despite to be rid of them, sold them on sold them on a make sold them on a make us an offer ba- sold them on a make us an offer basis. Lucky purchasers lucky purchasers lucky lucky per, lucky purchasers managed to get hold of one for a few $1,000s. Lucky purchasers so lucky purchasers lucky purchasers man I can't even talk. Lucky purchasers man lucky purchasers lucky purchasers many so lucky purchasers managed to get hold of one for a few grand under their so lucky purchasers managed to get hold of one for a few grand, so a few thousand for a few $1,000s under their under their market under their market under their market I can't even talk under their market value. Excuse me. Actually, there you go, a little bit better. Last part, and I'll end it there for tonight. So, in 2009, a poor condition a, a poor condition GMC Cyclone. So a poor condition GMC Cyclone was scrapped. So a poor condition a A poor, a poor, I can't even talk. A poor condition GMC Cyclone was scrapped under the U.S. federal government. So under the U.S. federal government, car allowance. So so under the U.S. federal government, so CARs, so stands for car so cars car allowance rebate system, colloquially known as cash cash for clunkers, despite being highly collectible. Okay, so that'll be it for tonight. So for my next GMC Cyclone video will be about the special editions. Starting off with the first one is the Marlboro Syclone. Not Syclone. Cyclone, there we go. It's the Marlboro Cyclone. There we go. Sorry, I got confused there. I'm just a little bit tired, but oh well. Okay, so that'll be it for tonight. So if you guys like this video, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, comment, like and subscribe, comment down below. comment down below what you guys think. So comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell. So hit the notification bell and hit all so you know when I make brand new uploads. Okay, so without any further ado, okay, sorry about that. Okay, so that'll be it. I'll see you guys soon in the next video. But until then, stay safe, have a great evening, and a great day tomorrow morning. And I'll see you guys soon in the next video. So yeah, take care, folks. Stay safe. So take care. So take care, folks. Take care, folks. Stay safe out there. Take care. So take care. Take care, folks. So, take care, folks. Stay safe out there. So take care, folks. Stay safe out there. And I'll see you guys soon. Good night. So, good night, folks. Good night, folks. Good night, folks.